Ladies and gentlemen, in America, going all the way back to chattel slavery till now, if black women were raped, nobody ever wanted to talk about it, and the perpetrators always got away with it. Now, I want you to think about all of these white males that are walking out of the courtroom after even saying they're guilty of rape. They get to leave and go home. We're seeing story after story after story after story of white males having sex with babies, toddlers, children, teens, adults, and they get to go home. We have seen this pattern over and over countless times, right? So now here's another story. A teen girl was coerced into sex and held in a dog cage. Her captor will serve no prison time. But see, we have been seeing this for a long time in America, y'all. This has been going on for centuries. This is not new. It's just that these men are now turning on their own women and children a lot more now. So these stories are coming to light. So once again, you have Michael Wysolowski, and he's going home, y'all, like he's done absolutely nothing. The teenager's voice cracked as she stood before a Georgia courtroom and faced a man who had kept her in captivity for more than a year, allegedly forcing her to have sex with him and holding her in a dog cage for so long that she developed back problems. The psychological damage that Michael Wysolowski had inflicted on her when she was 16 and 17, she told the court, was beyond imagination and had permanently broke her spirit. After meeting her in an online forum for people with uh, anorexia, hmm, okay, the man who was almost twice her age had manipulated her and taken advantage of her mental illness, leading her to believe her life would be ruined if she ever gained weight, she said. Holding tight to a stuffed animal and reading from a prepared statement, she recounted how he would put her through water torture that left her with a debilitating fear of showers and rainwater. Since being rescued by police in June 2017, she added she had tried to commit suicide 3 times, but they let him leave the court and go home, y'all. I severely mutilated myself, hoping I would become more unlovable so no one would hurt me again, as Michael Wysolowski did. She told the courtroom at his plea hearing last week, I am permanently disfigured. The same day, her captor was allowed to walk free. He did all of that to her, and he walked free, y'all. The system is really rigged. You know, if a black man would have done all of this, he would have got a life sentence. But we are seeing an ongoing pattern of white males doing these extremely violent rapes and walking away scot free. Now, and you see, no matter how much he plead, to the court, they still let him go. Free. Free to leave after all of that. This is going to get worse, y'all, because as these men see there is no consequence for rape, it's going to grow. Why wouldn't it? The courts ain't doing nothing about it. Prosecutors are letting them walk away. So why wouldn't it increase? All right, so he pleaded guilty, y'all, to first degree cruelty to children caused by excessive physical pain during sexual intercourse and interstate interference with custody. The Atlanta Journal Constitution reported. So he pled guilty of doing these things to this girl, and the courts let him walk free. Although he was handed a 10-year sentence, the term of his plea deal stipulated that he would get credit for the 8 months that he had already served in jail and spend the remaining 9 years and 4 months of his sentence on probation. He will also be required to register as a sex offender. The sentence is the latest example of a long list of cases that have led to outrage over how courts respond to accusations of rape and sexual assault only if it's a white male. Only if it's a white male or a white female if it's children, like school children. They don't seem to do any time either, y'all. It's not just the men, it's the women too. Next time you follow one of these cases of these teachers, these pedophile teachers, sexually raping or molesting children at their school, and watch her walk away. No jail time for doing something like that. And believe me, y'all, this is done deliberately. They have made a pact around this country not to punish their own people for rape and molestation of children or anything else they get accused of when it comes down to some type of sexual assault. They're not going to punish their own people, but they will jail a black man if he rapes. That's how they got the system rigged up, y'all. And they're right. It's a long list of cases and people are getting outraged, but you got to remove these judges that are making these decisions, and you have to remove these prosecutors that are not ensuring that they are going to put these folks behind bars. So don't just stop at the judge, get the prosecutor too. On the same day that Wysolowski learned he wouldn't be going to prison, a judge in Watertown, New York, sentenced a school bus driver who had pleaded guilty to raping a 14-year-old girl to 10 years probation, going against the wishes of her family who wanted to see the driver do jail time. Yeah, this dude. Hold on. Mm. You know, never mind. It's the redheaded guy that was in the news, and he had raped a 14-year-old girl, and they let him walk out of there and go home. So, seeing this pattern, y'all, you should know America has already set the tone to always let white males go for rape, and females too, when they do things to children, school children. They're letting these people go. I think we all need to open our eyes and see what's going on. But see, the next time a black man get caught up in a rape case, we all need to be raising a lot of hell. I bet you if you looked at each one of these prosecutors and judges, their records on who they jailed for rape, you can best believe they've jailed black people for it, but they won't nail their own for it. But just pay attention to this standing pattern that's going on in America. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.